So guys, if you're looking for quality recycled parts for your race car, head over to silverlake.co.uk.
Indeed, get yourself over to silverlake.co.uk. Good evening, everyone. It is the last show of 2022 of the Club Racing UK podcast, and we know what that means. It's awards night.
It's party time. Oh, not party time. Well, it is party time.
It's nearly Christmas.
It's awards night.
It's awards night. What is that? Okay, that's not actually Bucks Fizz, Nick. Would you like to tell the audience what? So he's got a lovely champagne-looking glass.
This is bubbly and loveliness because it's awards night.
Bubbly and loveliness. Okay, we'll go with that. A bit like Nicholas himself, getting the glare as usual off his beautiful shiny head from that Christmas tree behind him, and looking very fetching this evening. In the what we got?
That is my light remote. So after the last podcast and everyone having to look at my beaming head, I finally found the remote and I've turned the light down.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So it's less glary this evening.
Less glary. The thing.
No, we needed a disco ball for the awards, didn't we? I didn't think that much through.
Well, you know, well, it's finally here. It's the end of 2022. Steph has donned his finest black shirt. I'm trying not to tip the table over. And we arrive after a season of trials, tribulations, a lot of success up and down the grids, a lot of success for many clubs. In particular, I noted for the BRSCC and the recent reports in Autosport, I think they are the only club in the UK where all of their grids have more or less increased. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to all the club in increasingly tough times. You're getting cars on the grid. So congratulations from us. And this culminates into a bit of a celebration from us to all you club racers out there. And thank you to everyone that voted.
That's exactly what tonight is about.
Exactly. It's about celebrating the true club racers in Club Motorsport. However, my attention was turned earlier this week. It did come out in Autosport, but I kind of heard through the jungle drums when it had actually happened at the race meeting. And I did see the document coming from the National Court. So a club racer, the article in Autosport, a club racer was handed a lifetime ban. That's a lifetime ban.
That's a lifetime. That's no more racing.
No more racing from you. You cannot hold a competition license anymore. And it related to a CMMC Southern Super Saloons race at Brands Hatch last month. Now, the driver there was a bit of an altercation from what was reported in the paddock. It then went up to the clerk of the course, Andy Stevens, who unfortunately, the said driver, aimed a chair at him and bent it significantly on the floor and was quite abusive, and rightly so, got banned. I mean, a lifetime ban is a hefty ban, so it's a hell. But it also noted in the article, and you may have seen that as well, Steph. Actually, no, you were TDC, weren't you? But in the TDT race, there was a Mazda driver that was actually seen on the live stream. He was giving it that at the side of the track, but because he kept walking back onto the circuit to give the effect,
ignoring the marshals, wasn't he? We kept telling him to.
Yeah, so he was ignoring the marshals. At the end of the day, it's the marshals' safety at risk. You do what they tell you to do, especially at Brands, where 2 years ago we can find out what really happens when it goes wrong. So, and quite rightly, Motorsport UK have put the hammer down on that. But is this a point now where Motorsport UK are just saying, look, post-COVID, enough is enough? They've brought out this race of respect charter and they're starting to really hammer it down now. What's your thoughts, lads?
I think it's good. There's no. For me, what everyone has to remember, and I know it's easier said than done, but at club racing, we're just all out having a laugh. We're not going to be the next British touring car driver. We're not going to be, superstars from doing it. It's a weekend giggle, with friends. And I've got very frustrated. I've been on the receiving end of, being slapped. Given a slap wrist and the red mist descending. It does happen, but I mean, I think
you got to think we're all out there for enjoyment. We're all out there to have fun and race and all the rest of it. I know. I wouldn't like to think that anyone would do anything intentionally, but at the end of the day, we're all racing as fast as we can. We're on the limit of grip. Accidents are going to happen. Things are going to happen. You're going to get frustrated and maybe angry, but you need to contain that. And you know, you can't be aggressive or disrespectful to, especially
not to like the
organisation and things like that. It's not their fault. They're just there to, you know, keep everything in check. So
yeah, I think I can't remember what the wording was exactly because I did read the article, but they said about how what was it? Something I should have read it before I come on here, but it was the way they described how the chair was bent in the article.
Good description of bent chair.
Well, so I've actually got a copy of the article. I'm not going to bring it up because it's so Mr. Stevens, who is the clerk of the course, has described his concern at the escalating seriousness of the said accused behaviour, which culminated in him picking up a substantial metal frame chair, which I can only think at unfortunately I have sat in the clerk's office at Brands Hatch, and they've got quite thick legs on them, quite thick metal legs. Pointing the legs close to the clerk's chest in a threatening manner. Well, that's a no-no. That's really, and threatening to kill him before throwing the chair to the ground with such force as to bend one of the heavy metal legs. So at that point, he must have exited that room thinking.
I mean, threatening to kill someone is pretty much going to get you.
Absolutely. I mean, effectively, what he's done there is he's lucky he didn't have criminal charges put against him, let alone end up in the national court getting his license stripped off him. So, I suppose in a way he has to count himself lucky there. And
the thing is, as well,
I like to look at both sides of it. There was an altercation beforehand.
Yeah,
maybe he wasn't in the best frame of mind. Maybe there's little things. There's something going on at home. You go racing when you really shouldn't because you just think it'll be better. And something happens and a switch goes. But unfortunately, in this sport, you just can't afford for that to happen.
Yeah, and like you say, quite rightly so. MSUK, no tolerance for it. Just
absolutely. And I think,
if anything, hopefully, it would make a bit of a bit of a martyr for everyone, and just maybe everyone will then. Not that it's a problem. I can't say. I think 98% of a race weekend is fun and games and having a giggle.
Absolutely. But great point, Nick. What if Motorsport UK have effectively done is drew a line in the sand and gone, you know what? If you do this is what's going to happen. Now, of course, there are lines he could probably go down. I know there's stuff like he can appeal court of arbitration for sport, that sort of thing, on the seriousness of the ban, in theory. Not me, that I was speaking to someone that knows about the legalities of in particular sports law, but he did say in theory someone could take it to court of arbitration and get it.
Yeah, of course they can. Yeah.
But it's just more cost. So unfortunately, it's unfortunate to see. But good news, Motorsport UK clamping down on these sorts of incidents. Right. You know what? Should we just get into it?
We should. Have we got any comments and people yet? We're going to get.
We've got lots of comments, so let's break into that first. Sorry, guys. I wanted to be like Nick on a first date and just get stuck in. Matt Cleary was first. Simon Coombs was possibly first. Unfortunately, mate, you've got a podium this time round on the comments. Matt Cleary, took me all year to do that. Get in there. Last show. Well done. All square, Race and Road. Good evening.
Good evening, guys.
Red wine, biscuits, ready to go. Evening all. Good evening,
that sounds good.
I want red wine, cheese and biscuit.
I won't have the red wine, but there's something. So what's your preferred cheese? I like a roulette. I know
all of them.
People will go, oh no, that's not real cheese, but I just like a roulette on a bit of a get.
The problem is I don't read what the cheese is. I just eat it.
I made that mistake in Amsterdam once, and they put this horrible blue cheese in my burger I had, and I was nearly sick. Lesson learned there.
And if it was Amsterdam, how many euros did that set you back? Because I bet that was pricey.
I can't remember now.
Right. Vicky Pratt, Mrs. All Square Racing Roads, joins us this evening. Good evening, Vicky.
You mean the boss?
The boss, yes. Jason Stone joins us. Good evening, Jason. Have you got that eco boost sorted for the Fiesta yet? Because there might be one coming for the Focus. Phil Butler, good luck to all, but more luck to puretrack.co.uk racing. Well, we'll see how they fare in the awards are coming up.
Certainly will.
Tim Morant, mint tea and carrot cake.
Oh,
what a choice.
That's quite a combination.
I'm not sure on the mint tea though, but I love the
That's
carrot
quite a
cake.
combo for an awards night. I'll give him that. The carrot
that
cake,
is-
he's definitely got me there.
Yeah, carrot cake is a very much an acquired taste, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
as
mint-
in,
and mint
I
tea, yeah.
need some now.
Carl Barton, aka Project Vinny, Merry Christmas to you, Carl. I keep forgetting it's
Hey,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. Haven't even got the decorations up.
You're so boring.
That's it. That is it.
The problem is, it's just more work, and then when you switch the lights on, they go, "Oh, that's pretty," and you just watch your electricity meter go click, 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 click. It's just
How
like,
expensive is your Christmas tree?
What do you put halogens on it?
yeah. Go hard or go home. It's like
Bloody great floodlights on his
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
tree.
Heat
Look,
lamps.
I'm not going to lie, lads. I'm 31 years old now. I've switched over that threshold in life where I watch Home Alone as a Christmas film and Die Hard. That's a Christmas film too, don't forget. But I
See, Bruce
watched-
Willis admitted the other week it wasn't.
Yeah, but the guy that played Sergeant Al Powell said it was a Die Hard film, so that even.
Oh, I know.
Anyway,
Hello.
I watched the opening scenes from Home Alone when they're all getting ready, and I'm thinking, what the heck? He's got every light in the house on. He's got all the Christmas decorations. I'm thinking, how much is that mortgage, and how much is the lecky bill on that place?
I'd
And
love to know what he does for a job.
Yeah.
That is again.
The size of that house, what was it? I think it was 13 of them went to Paris.
Yeah.
I do. Okay.
And this is before this film was made before like Ryanair and Norwegian Air. There's no budget airlines here.
No,
You know, this is like the Pan Am era. They're quite expensive. You know,
I need to know what that guy does as a job.
yeah.
Simple.
Stefan's mind's blown. I mean, we've broken Stefan. Sarah Dennis, good evening, Sarah. Simon Coombs, good evening, mate. I know you didn't quite get there on the first place in the comments. Phil Butler, Andrew Butcher, hello and happy Christmas. Love Mr. and Mrs. Butcher.
Happy Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas to you guys. Nick Prawnborn, the racing crustacean, joins us. Evening, chaps, and Merry Christmas. James Riley Racing joins us. Jamie Peters Ennis joins us. Andrew Butcher commented on the news we were talking about just now. I locked Dawn in the motorhome after a race.
Brilliant.
Dude.
Brilliant.
Oh, love you.
Love
lot.
it.
Absolutely love you lot. Simon Coombs, a podium will do. That's Luca Proietti. Good evening, lads. Kaylee Green of Kaylee's Racing Designs joins us. Good evening, Kaylee. Mark Hatfield of Team Hatfield Motorsport, of course, they're potentially up for an award this evening. Vicky Pratt, pizza for them tonight.
Oh,
Ooh,
that is
what you
the
got?
choice of
Hang on.
champions.
Hang
Need to know
on, hang on.
toppings.
We need
Let's
to know
not get
toppings.
into that. Let's not get into the tomato barbecue base. Let's not have that.
Yeah, Jesus, we
Just
can't afford.
toppings.
That's. Can you remember our driving standards debate we had about a year ago that blew up? Right.
Yeah.
If we did a barbecue or tomato base, same thing. Couldn't do it.
Pretty much.
Uh,
It'd be. Let's not
Henry,
go into that.
Henry Wright comments, tacos. He's living on the edge tomorrow.
That's brilliant. But tacos again. Oh, well, why has this turned into the food panel tonight?
I think it has. Literally,
Yeah.
Making me hungry.
Jeremy mentions a cheese board. We have our annual awards. Jeremy mentions a cheese board, and everyone's just like, "Well, I'm having
Everyone's
this."
erupted.
Everyone's
Problem
absolutely.
is, I'm sat here and I've got zero snacks within arm's reach. It's pissing me
Yeah.
off. The
Like
advent
Matt
calendar's looking favourite at the moment.
Nick, this will interest you because he makes a damn good point here. Matt Clary mentions, all I'm saying is Holden Racing UK 2023
Yes.
is going to be... Of course, that's
Yes.
the news that 2 weeks after Andre Heimgartner raced his Holden ZB Commodore for the final time at the Adelaide 500, it's going straight into a container from Brad Jones Racing. Alex Sidwell he's bought his 7th Holden Commodore.
I love that man. I don't care. We're gonna go vlog that next year, Steph. Simple as that. We're gonna go see him.
Absolutely. Tony Perfect, evening guys. Happy Christmas to you all.
Happy Christmas, dude.
Happy Christmas.
Daniel Cogswell, Kevin
Yeah.
Hatfield, potentially up for an award this evening, and Andy Johnson joins us this
Oh,
evening.
good evening, Andy.
So
That's a busy one tonight.
it is a busy one tonight. It's almost as if it's
I
our
like
award
it.
show.
Yeah, I know. It's almost as if people were going to get stuff for free.
Hang on, Nick.
Yes.
Are you going to berate other people for looking to get stuff for free?
Yes, I am. That's my game.
We probably have. I was going to say we probably have about 3 years worth of back footage. We could probably play a 3-minute slideshow now of you going, well, if anyone wants to give us this product for free.
Look, you don't ask, you don't get. It's as simple as that. That's how I've always been brought up. If you don't ask, you don't get. The worst someone can say is no or F off. But
you've heard plenty. Yeah, I was going to say you probably heard plenty in your time.
God loves a trier, and I'm a trier. Simple as that.
Absolutely.
A cheeky one, but hey ho.
Yeah, absolutely. Trudy Stone, hello. I am hungry now. Hi, hungry. I'm Rob. Yeah. This is Steph, and that's Nick.
Good evening.
Hello.
Andy Johnson. Nothing's free in this world, mate. That's a good point, Andy. Megan Edwards on a post chief at Snetterton. Merry Christmas, guys. See you trackside in 2023. Indeed. You'll
see Rob trackside. He's still racing his Ford next year.
Absolutely.
Sorry, at the side of the track, I mean.
Oh, at the side of well, yes. Well, I mean, saying that.
Just don't park it on the curb this time.
I'll try not to park it on the curb, all right? I mean...
Oh, what a year we've had. It's been brilliant,
hang on, that was the previous year. I've had an okay year this year. Right? I will say, haven't broken down trackside once this year. So I'm calling that a win.
It's progress, dude. It's progress.
That is progress. I did find out it was broken half an hour before race 1, and we had to scramble to fix it. But small wins. It did not break down trackside. I did not see a recovery truck this year. That's not my phone.
Whose phone's vibrating?
Not mine.
Steph, turn your bloody phone off.
Mine's
chill out.
Well,
so angry.
I know.
Anyway,
Sheila Kersley has I think she's put a CV in. So my son Harvey Kersley Racing is only 14 years old. Raced against the seniors in the UK IKR karting championships. Finished 6th out of 29 drivers, and we had the oldest car out there. So we're so proud of him. He is moving into the JSCC in 2023. So I hope it's a good year. Good luck. Awesome. Good luck to Harvey Kersley. That is a
keep us posted. Keep us posted. Then we get on.
Absolutely.
Tag us in all your photos and stuff, and you keep us posted.
Absolutely.
Hashtag ClubRacingUK.
Absolutely. Right, back to the comments, because I have just lit up. Henry Wright, be right back. Tacos.
Oh, Henry, get me some tacos, please.
Henry, if you could just send a picture into the paddock of said tacos before you eat them, and we'll assess them over the paddock page over the next few. Actually, So if you're watching the show tonight, because obviously when we close this off, it kind of gets tucked away into the video section. So if someone could open up a new panel and just what were you eating while you're watching the Club Racing UK podcast, okay, get a picture up on there and we will rate them.
I got a better idea. I got a slightly better idea.
Okay.
We're going to go with an extra impromptu award this evening. Best looking dinner during the awards show will get a trophy. As voted by us, we will vote for your dinner.
I'll have to get a separate screen up to monitor this.
Matt Dennis as well. He's broke out the Haribo. Outstanding, Matt.
That's
Jeremy, right? We haven't even got to the awards yet. We're 20 minutes in. Jeremy Evans, we have a cheese update. So we've got Brie, Mature Red Leicester, Wensleydale with cranberries.
Wensleydale with apricot is also a winner.
That is also a winner.
Hold on. Where's the Applewood? You have smoked cheese on there. Come on.
Yeah. Duncan Harris, he's off to Bathurst soon for the 12-hour. You lucky git.
You bastard.
You lucky git. Simon Coombs, Rob, at least your car is not collecting dust, which is a bit of a burn on Nick. But then, to be fair, Kaylee Green came back with a corker and said it just didn't go out at Brandsat. It didn't at race 2, okay? I had a very good reason for that. And, yes, I didn't go out at race 2. And it wasn't because the thermostat was pissing out coolant either. It was we'll just leave that. I was limping for a reason. My God. Right. Oh, Jeremy's ate all the Applewood already.
Oh, good lad. I'll let him off for that.
And just on the previous comment, Nick, it's like Matt Cleary was reading our mind, Nick. Nuts.
No.
So if you want to relate to the previous brand suggestion there we go. So Simon Coombs, pizza. one with pepperoni and mozzarella. Now, this is going to start another debate as well as...
Christ, we're going to break the internet tonight.
We're going to break the internet. We're 25 minutes in, and we've talked about the news and food. Simon Coombs has talked about Hawaiian. So, do you put pineapple on pizza? Again, get yourself into the paddock.
Well, I've just made a post in the paddock.
Okay, so Stefan's just made a post in the paddock.
Rate my podcast dinner. Get them picks below. So get them picks in that little post there, and we'll rate them up.
Why do I'm really worried
by the end of the show?
Absolutely.
I'm really worried that this would be the best post ever in the paddock. Oh God,
Nick, you're moving into a corporate world now, mate. Sometimes you've got to just look for obscure ways.
Got to give the people what they want.
You've got to give the people what they want. You give them tacos. That's what you give them. Right, our first award is a very obscure award that was actually decided this evening. There was only one nominee, effectively, and it's for the Garage Car of the Year. It's sponsored by Rust-Oleum and Cobwebs, and it's the Vauxhall Vectra that's currently sat in Steph's garage.
Absolute dicks.
So as you can see there, it is in utmost racing condition. I think the bike on the right is probably faster at this point. And that has been sat in Steph's garage for how long? July.
June, July time, yeah, I think something like that. I ran over yours.
Well, have we got an update on the Vectra? Will you be?
I do like the fact that you are only including the time it's been sat in Steph's garage, and have completely ignored the fact it's been sat in a council garage for about since 2018. So we'll go with June.
Let's take it. It's all right, mate. They won't know. Just if you, I think it's episode 2 of the vlog. Don't watch that one. Watch the rest. Just don't watch.
The latest one's brilliant. Hold on, give me a second. I'll give you an update. Woohoo!
No idea what he's doing.
Well, mid-podcast, Nick has disappeared. Let's go back to some of the comments. Lots of laughing emojis here. Matt Clary, just cut to the chase. Haha, mod Fords win them all. Well, I will be honest, and I will make it clear when I get to the awards. I have abstained from a few because, as people are aware, I do work for some series now. So it's what have we got there, Nicholas?
We got race car parts.
Outstanding. So that is the Gen V gear linkage and water rail you've been after for a while.
Throttle linkage, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So in actual fact, we've obviously we missed the Burkett, so we slowed the production down, so to speak. But then, we bit the bullet the other day and asked Santa really nicely to supply us with the throttle linkage bits. So that will get the and then the waterway. So we'll get the throttle bodies coupled up. We've got radiator coming, so we can get all the plumbing done. The gearbox linkage is done now.
Yeah.
So really, and we got new hub bearings on their way, so we can fit the drive shafts and stuff like that. So other than fully bolting the engine,
up to date with it, people, go over to our YouTube channel. There's a nice little series on the Vectra.
There is.
They kill an hour of your life, but it's.
Steph did it. Honestly, I like. Even if the Vauxhall isn't your thing, that man up there, that one, I'm getting it all wrong. The video editing he has been doing on these vlogs of ours have been incredible, and the latest one's hilarious. So definitely go and watch it. Check out our YouTube channel. We're actually going to do a bit of a competition in the new year with our YouTube channel, and that is as soon as we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to pick someone and they're going to come out on a track day with us. So
outstanding. Is that the track day I sent to you the other day, or are you not going to book that one?
I don't know. I think we're thinking about it.
Yeah. Steph knows nothing about it. So I booked a track day on a Saturday. Basically, MSV put the dates up and I was like, oh, cheap track day. So I've booked 25th of February, SNET 300. It's 116 quid on a Saturday. Full day, open pit lane. So get yourself on. If you want a cheap track day, a bit of pre-season testing, get yourself on there. Because I think I'm doing it. Fury Auto Works, Sandy Gray's doing it. I think Nick Goff's doing it. There's a load of people doing it.
Well, we're going to be doing, obviously, the pre-season track day for the Ambassador program. So we're going to see what best suits everybody.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Absolutely. Right, back to the
But
comments. Wayne Ellis, very positive comment, I think. Always the 2023 Burkett.
Yes, exactly that. See,
Yeah.
it was great. I thought the Burkett was brilliant. The trusty Vauxhall will probably get there one day. We'll see.
Absolutely.
I'd be quite disappointed if it wasn't.
Oh, it won't be.
Next year.
To be honest, it wasn't far away being at this one. It was just we would have had to rush, and if we rush it, I won't be happy with it. He won't be happy with it. So
No.
we knew it was too close for comfort. We want to test the car. We don't want to be going to races and it breaking. So
no, because
it's had a lot done to it since it was last raced in 2018. So it's going to be a new animal for us. Steph's never driven it.
Yeah.
So yeah, going into 2023, you'll see it early on in the year. Hopefully, out testing.
Yeah, absolutely. So fingers crossed, gents. Fingers crossed. Right, I think so. We've had that. Well done, Nick. You are the elusive winner of the.
Well, I've won an award. Does that mean I've now got to arrange my own award for that?
What you need to do is buy yourself a rusty Vectra panel and just gift it to yourself.
I've got plenty of those.
Fair enough. So in that case,
just hang out on the wall.
Hey, Nick, you've got yourself a freebie, mate. It's all good.
It's cost me money to buy this, Ross.
I know. Right, our first one. I'm diving straight in at the deep end. It is race car of the year.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Actually, we decided beforehand. Yes, we're actually going to no. We're going to do
no.
Sorry, only because we did this last year, and I'm still. So we're actually going to do save of the year first, but we want some interaction. We've kind of looked through and decided in our heads. But it's also, Go on. It's always good to get feedback.
That's the thing. Well, we've got there's some good ones in there, and we want your feedback for save of the year. Obviously, sponsored by Turn 7 Limited. Callum is going to be obviously the winner. Will be getting a pair of fireproof Nomex underwear. Quite rightly so, because there is some good brown trouser moments. So for that, obviously, it's all well and good us picking, and we get to see the videos all the time. We get to see all sorts as we follow many race series throughout the year. But we want you guys to get involved. We're going to show the videos, and then we're actually going to choose this towards the end of the show. Once all the comments and stuff have come in as well. So boys, when you're ready, we start playing some of the videos and some info.
Stefan is in charge of the video link, so Stefan, take it away, my friend.
Don't forget to.
I'll just pre-warn everyone: if you are an headphone user,
maybe turn it down a little. Yeah, check your volume because some of them are pretty loud. Not our fault, but.
So the first one up is Tim Moran. So let's have a look.
That is quite good. Now I will just say, gents, okay, this is a very dangerous precedent we are about to set. If we say no to a Jag driver winning, right? We know what those Jag drivers are like. I am not waking up to a horse's head in my bed.
This is why we opened it up slightly.
This is why we're
commenting.
Is this kind of so we don't have the? Is this so we don't?
So it doesn't all fall on our shoulders.
Okay.
I have to say though, for that clip, and I do apologise for the actual podcast audio listeners because you're not going to see these video clips.
No.
You can catch up on YouTube and Facebook though. I'd love the fact that not only is a Jag humongous, but Tim also has the chance to collect himself and his undercarriage, and still manages to brake before the massive sausage curb and rejoining the track. I thought that was pretty good skill, to be fair.
Absolutely.
Because I'd still be soaring at the steering wheel like shit.
But to be fair, if it is a Jag, it will be a massive steering wheel because they are.
And be wooden as well.
Yeah, unfortunately for our audio listeners, if you could just imagine the term Team America secret signal, that's kind of what a Jag driver does when he's trying to correct the turn. Love you really, Tim. Great clip.
I love it. I love the Jags. I really do.
The bar has been set, gentlemen. Shall we?
Yes. So that is our first one.
Go on.
the next one up is Oscar Proietti. Unfortunately, there's no audio on this one.
That's a C1. That's sideways. Oh, he's gathered it up. Go on, son.
That's a big moment there.
That is a big moment, and you two will attest to that because you've raced both a KA and a C1 and had big moments in them. That when they go, they're difficult to gather up, aren't they?
I don't think I had a moment in the C1.
Oh,
What did you not?
No, seriously. I think the C1s was... Honestly, I don't think I had a moment in the C1s.
To be fair, I don't think you did.
Actually.
The Morwin car was well planted. It was a dream to drive. I quite enjoyed that.
Absolutely. Okay.
Had many a moment in the KA when I drove that.
I was going to say, you had some mental moments in the KA.
Pre-Toyo tyres.
Yeah, and to be fair, some of those moments were self-inflicted.
Oh, yeah, definitely pushing too hard.
Yeah.
Definitely pushing too hard.
Yeah. Luca does say, Oscar, you didn't send the picture as well. So the brothers are going to be fighting tonight. There's war in the play. Unfortunately,
yeah, that's a tough one to see what's going on there.
It is a tough one to see what's going on, but you can kind of gather what is happening. Again, we have a lot of Team America signal going on. That's
it needs to be a technical term for the shuffling of the steering wheel at high speed.
They call it the policeman shuffle, don't they? If you do it like that.
Frank used to say I had spaghetti hands when I was going sideways.
Very good point. Yeah. Okay, I think it's time for number 3. That's a very good one.
Next one up is Liam Browning.
The inside of Stuart Bliss. That was the third.
Here they come then, 2 abreast, almost into Cascades. That isn't going to work. There's no way that was going to work without contact. And which one is it who spun?
Liam Browning.
Oh dear, it wasn't really his fault.
No, that was Stuart Bliss at the inside of it, I think.
Right, so that is down Cascades at Alton, which is a hell of a corner to lose it down at the best of times. He was helped.
And racing the wrong way. And much like his sponsor Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, you just don't know where it's going to end up. So there's kind of that aspect to it as well.
He's done well to keep that.
He's done very well to keep that.
Stuff.
And the fact that the speed, you could see the speed that the car left. He wasn't just sort of gathering himself together. He was just...
For the record, the last person I saw get tapped into Cascades ended up the wrong way, didn't he, Steph? Went off into the gravel and then went the wrong way around the circuit and then eventually joined the track later on.
Oh, yeah. Is that when Steph did what you used to do on Toka touring cars when you were a kid? Just to see how much track you could cut?
Well,
no, but you had to go and then miss out half the track and rejoin.
Well,
so at least kept it in the right way.
Do I just join?
I was going to say, I think you more or less ended up in Cheshire, didn't you?
Yeah,
a little bit.
You got sent to Chester City Centre, but it's all good fun. That's a
good one.
That is a very good one. Right, let's move on to the next one. Is this a final one? Is it 5 or 7?
We've got 2 more. Next one is Alex Champion. That's a moment right there.
The thing is, from a technological standpoint, we know when we have the Clubman's episode just how fast those cars corner. So this isn't a tin top. This is a full aero spec Clubman's car, which, and we all know in an aero spec car, when you lose them, when there's too much grip and then they grip again, that could go so wrong so quickly.
That's the thing. That could spit you off so fast.
And he went over that curb on the exit. So that gains extra.
Now, bearing in mind, a Clubman's car is about that far off the ground.
Yeah,
and that's when it's big. Yeah, and the curbs at Snetterton are like this big.
Yeah, and to be honest, Nick, I think that's a wet ride height setup. You're being a bit generous there. You know, they sniff the pavement. They're that low. Massive. Absolute credit. That is a superb save. Well done.
Absolutely. That.
Okay, let's move on.
We know it's a well set up car as well, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. All square racing road.
Absolutely.
Okay,
the last one.
Next one.
The last one is Jeremy Evans.
Now, the good thing about having a V-box is you can see how much poo is filling up the passenger footwell.
See, there's a few things for that video for me.
Go on, Nick.
One, it's the first time I think I've ever heard the rev limit of a Honda as he was shifting gears. Second of all, I've been more sideways at cops than that in my Vauxhall. So for me, I don't think he was trying hard enough. Personally, that's my personal. Bearing in mind, I've got video footage. I was so sideways at cops, I could see the headlights of the car behind me in my passenger window. So, and I managed to bring that back.
Very true.
That's only my personal. I don't think he was trying hard enough.
Jeremy, he say, to be fair, Nick, again, it's an opportunity to take the piss because you know I love.
Oh, of course,
having a joke here. But Jeremy was doing that off the front row. What place were you in with the Vectra?
Oh, I fucking no idea. Right at the back somewhere. No idea.
Love you really, mate. Love you really.
No, to be fair, I did it in qualifying, and yeah, I probably wasn't far away. No, I think it was, I don't remember. I was nowhere near the class that I was in. Let's say that much. No, I think again, I love cops. I love Cops Corner, and we all love a plant your foot moment, don't we? So I think he's good. I'm only messing with you, Jez.
Absolutely. Jeremy Evans does say apparently rear Derezas do not heat up without a green flag lap. Who'd have known?
Yeah, because you guys don't get a green. I still think that's mental.
Well, they just want to get the race done straight away. I mean,
come on. What? Right. So, right. I'm just going to go off subject a little bit here, but Track Day Trophy is the entry level from coming from track days to become a racer. Why do you then decide that that's the grid that don't need a green flag lap?
That's a
the
very
guys
good
that are coming
point.
from the guys that are coming from track days.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know we have, but we've got a decent audience in tonight, so maybe someone can answer it for me. But it doesn't like Track Day Championship, by all means.
Nick makes a good point. Nick Prawn makes a point. You've got 45 minutes to warm the tyres in Track Day Trophy. That's a good point for the endurance race.
Still won and lost in the first corner.
So MSV are giving Track Day Trophy a green flag lap next season. Probably near. I mean, especially at places like Brands in November. Yeah, it's.
I've never understood that. I get the whole wanting to go racing, but.
We've got a fantastic commentator that's joined us as well this evening, Jen. Scott Woodward from the BRSCC.
Hey, hello, Scott.
Commentating out in Dubai. Good, sir.
Nice.
Yes. So, yes, he joins us this evening. Now, we've kind of got a winner already, haven't we? We had a discussion. I know who I would pick out of that lot. Yeah.
Definitely.
Steph is the same, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think Carl Barton is the same as well. He's put, and that's the clubman save for me. So, Nick, do you want to announce our winner of the Turn 7 Save of the Year 2022?
No, I thought we were going to let it stew for a little bit.
Were we actually?
Well, to be fair, if anyone's joining us now, they're not going to have seen the videos, are they? So, go on. I'll let you guys announce it. Only because I haven't written it down in notebooks.
Go on, Steph.
So the winner of the 2022 Club Racing UK with Turn 7 Save of the Year, and you win yourself a pair of Nomex underwear, is going to be Alex Champion.
Drum roll, please. Well done, our first award winner.
Let's have another little look. Turn that volume down, everyone.
That's
Yeah,
bonkers.
if you check that footage back, he's still doing on the speedo well over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I
that
should
shows
also
the
point out
speed.
as well, although we're saying it's the save of the year, it was also one of the bloody overtakes of the year. That looked right round the outside of everyone.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Chris must have
Absolutely
been
fair play.
absolutely fuming when they got the car back and there's just excrement everywhere, all that extra weight. Yeah.
Oh dear. No, well done, mate. That's good. That's
Well
our first
done.
award of the year.
And that's our first main award winner, as the Vectra was a bit.
So, just for the record, for all of these awards, we'll get in touch. Obviously, for the save of the year, we'll get Callum in touch regarding underwear, and the rest of us. We are looking at doing some plaques like we've done in previous years. So we'll get in touch and we'll get your details and we'll get some little trophies sent out to everybody.
BRB.
Well, Steph's gone for a wee. He's like, how long did he last? 45 minutes.
That's a bloody record. That's an award in itself.
That is. Well, I'll tell you what, Nick. While we can't really put lift music out at the moment, so we move on to our next category, which is race car of the year.
Race car of the year.
Now we had a lot of wonderful picture entries, including
we've had so many.
But unfortunately, because the Vectra is technically owned by Club Racing UK, can't really reward it to yourself. So it got Garage Car of the Year. Well, technically, it didn't race. It didn't race, Nick. It didn't race in 2022.
It doesn't. The rules don't say that it has to be a race car.
Okay.
But I do agree. I will say, I have to say, first of all, for everybody who's got involved with these awards and submitted and voted for your favourites, etc., massive thank you to everybody. I can't believe the Vectra came joint second, because obviously we counted up the likes and all the times it was submitted. So it came joint second, and it's not even built. So that's thank you very much, everybody. But yeah, we won't put ourselves forward for that.
There we go. Stefan's obviously still weeing. He's got the world's smallest. Actually, our next award, sponsored by whatever old people
Tenor.
take for.
Tenor
Sponsored
for men.
by Tenor is Stefan Marsh for his appalling bladder. Absolutely appalling bladder.
Can anyone beat his appalling bladder?
Can anyone beat Stefan's appalling bladder? So we have our nominations for. We're just talking about your appalling bladder.
You've just won an award, Steph. Don't worry.
You've just won Appalling Bladder of the Year, sponsored by Tenor. Our nominations for Race Car of the Year is the Team Prawn Racing Audi A3, piloted by our scholar ambassador for the year, Nick Prawn Vaughan. Now, Nick had some wonderful results and some desperate luck in the Classic Touring Car Racing Club's Thunder Saloons this year, but ultimately, he turned a few heads and got some damn good results in what effectively has been a track day project from years ago, built up into a road-going racer. So that is a wonderful.
That to me is why I think it's up there, and I think a lot of people liked it. It's the fact that it's a proper David versus Goliath type, home-built, proper club racing car. Nick lives around the corner from me. It's in his little garage. It's all home built by himself and his mates. And, some great spots.
Carl Barton does point out he still owes a shoey.
He does. It's poor show.
Absolute poor show.
So I think somebody else still owes us a shoey as well, doesn't he?
He does. Hello, Stefan. Right, let's get.
I think he promised it on the last show as well. But yes, let's get the other cars.
I don't think I promised it.
Let's get the other cars up. Let's award proper race people.
It's race car of the year.
Up and down. This is race car of the year. The CMR Almira in second place. It's one of the most unique tin top cars. You will not see another car like this in UK club motorsport, and that's why it's so popular. That's
why we love it, because it's different, and we like different. And I've got to give a shout out to the CMR boys. Obviously, we raced with them in the 24-hour. They obviously spanned for us, and then having them on board with us for the Burkett, couldn't meet a nicer bunch of guys. Honestly, Steve, Papa, everyone, they're just such a great team, well organised, and the car's just beautiful. And I love it, especially with the additions of the little poppies on it for Race of Remembrance.
Absolutely. Right, race car. Well, they didn't do Race of Remembrance. They did.
No, sorry,
the
they did the 110
yeah.
Bark, didn't they? Yeah. But
Now,
obviously
speaking of Race of Remembrance, one car that did make it there was the Pure Track Racing 197 Clio. That beautifully prepared Clio. It was a pleasure to commentate on this race and commentate with husband and wife pairing of Sarah and Matt Dennis. And they had so many issues throughout the race. They've been out in Club Enduro this year as well with the McGann. A real proper club racing team. Sarah actually works for Toka on the Toka race weekends as well. Probably one of the busiest ladies I've ever seen. And her husband, Matt, he's had his share of health issues this year. I did give him a bit of a kick in at Anglesey because he wasn't taking it easy, having had major surgery and a lot of bad things go on. He got reminded he needs to take it easy on himself. But Matt, Sarah, that car that you prepared there is absolutely beautiful.
That's pot kettle black, boy.
What?
You having to tell somebody else to take it fucking easy.
I knew you.
You are a dickhead.
Yes, I know.
Take a leaf out of your own book there. Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not fair play. But
it's not about me. This is about some wonderful people.
No, I know that.
Without doubt, I want to announce the Club Racing UK race car of the year as Pure Track Racing.
Yeah, definitely. We all agreed on.
Well done, guys.
So well done, guys.
But again, our two finalists, wonderfully prepared cars, and they really, in so many different ways. You've got three completely different cars. Okay, they're hatches, but one's a 500 horsepower monster. You've got a Clio that's running about to and an Almira. The Pure Track car running to sort of endurance spec and built very, very quickly, and very much a young team there. So our congratulations to Simon Coombs, the team manager, and team owners Sarah Dennis and Matt Dennis. Well done, guys. Fantastic.
Well done.
So yes, Sarah Dennis does say thank you, Simon Coombs, and it's all a bit lovely, this, isn't it? It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
It's good, and it's good to get everybody on board and have a good giggle and chat and laugh about it as we're going along. So it's good.
Absolutely. Liam Browning does comment: rear-wheel drive car of the year is where? Drift Championship.
For the record, we open this up to everybody to submit your own cars. So this, we managed. So we should just say, actually, the awards were done on obviously the top 3 most voted or submitted results. We then took the top 3 and then decided amongst us the winners. So to get your cars in the top 3, you guys had to vote, you had to submit, etc., etc. So everybody's had an involvement in this. So we figured it was the fairest way. We couldn't just go around picking what we liked the best.
Absolutely. So, yes. Well, fantastic. And again, congratulations, Pure Track Racing. It's all right. Moving on, because I'm welling up. So, photograph of the year. And I think, Nick, so was this very much inspired by the show we did? We had the photographers on and we wanted to celebrate a good racing picture.
Well, this is it. So for me, obviously, we've done the award. I think it's our 3rd year since we've done the awards now. There was a couple last year that I don't think really went down that great, so we got rid of those. And yeah, I mean, it suddenly dawned on me, like, most of the stuff we do is sharing people's pictures and experiences and things like that. And what better way to celebrate the best looking picture than having a photograph of the year award? What we want to do with this one is, obviously, it's for the photographers whose picture it is, really. I mean, the pictures are cool as well, but so we will be obviously trying to find the actual owners of said pictures for this one. But yeah, we all love a picture of our race cars, or
we do love a picture
grid, or that's how it all works, isn't it? We love it.
Absolutely. So without further ado, let's get to some of these fantastic pictures. Because our first nomination, and we got these pictures submitted to us, but no one put the credit of who it was from. So we are going to hunt these people down. Not literally, because it costs money to get bailiffs, but Now, this first photograph, you could be mistaken for this being a picture from the British Saloon Car Championship in 1989-1990, because it's this.
Oh, it's very pretty.
Contain yourselves,
It's a very
gentlemen.
nice photo.
It is a very
so
nice photo. So this is over the chicane with two beautifully prepared.
Just look how
RS.
shiny those slicks are.
I know. That they're getting some hard work. I mean, there's all sorts of automotive pornography there. Let's be honest. It's in the right. You know, you could almost put that to a front-running race battle in the British Saloon Car Championship, as it was known then, in the late 80s. I mean, that is just perfection. Again, I'm trying not to take the table over. Go on, Nick,
for me, look at it. We've got one of them two-wheeling, absolutely pushing it.
Yeah.
I'm an absolute sucker for a white saloon car. And obviously, proper period photo that. Although it is
period photo. Again, apologies to our audio listeners. We're showing some
You're missing out.
photographs. You are missing
You're
out.
definitely missing out.
But again, for anyone that's listening or watching back, don't forget to look back over old episodes, 3 years worth on the Spotify, Amazon Music. It's all on there.
It is.
So there we go. Our second nomination for Photograph of the Year was this lovely picture from Brands Hatch by Sammy Nudd. Now, this is the PRS Hot 750 Hot Hatch Championship. Nick, I think you described that to me as everything about a race meeting at Brands Hatch. You've got a gaggle of cars going up into Druids and a car in the gravel at Paddock.
Exactly. I mean, there couldn't be a more encapsulating picture of club racing than that one right there, right?
Yeah. I'll sum it up with a Civic at the front and a Mini pretty much at the back.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
A Civic in front, a Civic in second, another Honda in third.
I was going to say, there's 4 Hondas in the top 4.
Then a Renault, then a Honda, then a Renault, then a Renault, and I think there's a 205 in there somewhere. The greatest.
I will say as well, though, look at the very back team. I think you'll see a Vauxhall.
That is a Vauxhall Corsa.
There's a Vauxhall Corsa C at the very back.
Oh my God! How did
I think that says it all.
How did that make it to the circuit? I love you, really. Oh, just don't come after me, Vauxhall fans. Okay, just don't. It's bad enough. They
won't need to go far, Rob. Next year, we'll see.
Yeah, that's very true.
We're gonna get both cars out on the track together. We're going to settle this Ford and Vauxhall bullshit once and for all.
Fantastic. Make sure you bring spare panels. The third picture is the modified. Go on.
You're going to crash into me?
No, you'll do one lap. They'll rust off, and then you need to put new ones on.
What, like your splitter did many years ago?
Pretty much. That was you. Who implemented that.
Wasn't me. It was poor.
Right. Third picture. Let's just stop the who did what to. This picture of the modified Ford series. You've got everything. You've got Escorts. You've got Escorts. You've got Escorts. You've got Escorts. You've got Sierras. You've got Escorts. Fiesta, Focus Estate. Probably the Pumas. I mean, the championship winner, Kevin Hatfield, you could just see in the background there in the red Puma, probably on his way to monstering Class C once again. But one of the most diverse and huge grids, and I'm biased in the way I say that because I race on that grid. Sorry.
It's a lovely grid, though.
That is a lovely grid. And again, it's a lovely, lovely photograph.
We're very complimentary of the Mod Fords lot. It's
we are, and again,
all jokes aside, I know everyone's like, "Oh, Vauxhall Ford, blah 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 blah." I mean, there is such a following for classic Fords. There just is.
I think there's just like even.
I would never sniff at one of them, that's for sure. So
I think there's I think to add to that, Nick, I think there's just more of a following for cars of an era 20 years ago.
Yeah, 100%.
Because everyone's just going back to their youth. Cars now just have no passion. Brand new cars don't have any soul. It's all about
nothing. It is just sales.
And again, a field like that, you can see the differences between all of the cars. So, would you like to announce the winner for this one, Nick?
Yeah, why not?
For the photograph of the year. So go ahead.
So photograph of the year, we've all voted for this one as well, is Sammy Nudd's photo from the Hot Hatch 750 Motor Club.
Fantastic. Well done. So there we go.
Well done. Well done, Sammy. We'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's
Very
no
much.
she's no stranger of a fantastic photo, but for me, that one there, if someone came up to you and said, "Can you please explain club racing to me?"
Show them that.
Show that picture, and that would literally explain.
Yeah.
Explain
If
it.
someone
I think
said,
it's just cool.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, they might have difficulty explaining where that picture was taken. Hopefully,
I think that's the only. I think that's the only thing that is missing, isn't it? If only we knew what track it was.
If only we knew what track.
If only we knew. Yeah.
With the massive Brands Hatch logo.
It feels like it's on the tip of my tongue. No, it's a great photo. It's a great photo. So
yeah, absolutely. Back to some of the comments because they are absolute savagery. Jeremy Evans loves everyone loves an EP3. Certainly Nick does. I printed enough stickers explaining so. Callum Perfect did say when it can go through the gears, so it's all kicking off in the comments section. Sarah Demon, well done. Simon Coombs, well done. Great photo. The Corsa C is Dave Medsday. So there we go.
Well done. See, fellow Vauxhall name.
Fellow Vauxhall name, Dave. Please don't.
I had a Corsa C once as well. Went down to 3 cylinders, got binned.
How did you get it to go down? Actually, no. Vauxhall.
Just completely lost compression. I think I actually drove it around for a couple of days with it just going up.
Absolutely.
And then eventually it just died.
Kaylee has decided to rescind an invitation to any further meetings with my car as she puts Ford stands for fix or repair daily. It does. Don't hit me with that. Come on. That hurt. I mean,
to be fair, in the last
a t-shirt idea that's worse than that.
What was it? Come on.
Fucked or repair daily.
And in our latest, in one of our latest vlogs of when we went to the Ford Festival, there is video evidence of Rob Cable tying his Ford back together. So,
that was just the mesh got pushed in. So,
I'm sorry. Why did you miss race 2 as well? Not for the obvious reason, but what did you also say had gone wrong? Your thermos, you were leaking coolant, were you not?
I actually only discovered that when I got the car home. So if I had erased it, I would have probably retired.
And I mean, I think there's also video evidence in there of I can't remember I forgot his name again. The Fiesta that blew up in front of you.
Oh, Jason Stone.
He's watching Jason's Fiesta blew up in front of you.
Jason and Trudy Stone, who I've watched, have been fantastic viewers of this podcast since it's been going. I did get Jason's big end off the front of my car as it bounced off. I felt so bad for him. We shared a garage together because he had a hell of a weekend, and you have just rubbed salt into the wounds.
It wasn't directed at him. I was purely going on what Katie said about the Ford.
Yeah, that's bad. But you've got an absolutely sound point there, and to be fair, it'll be even worse when I go EcoBoost, as most of the grid, it seems to be, are now going EcoBoost.
Well, at least there'll be plenty of spares there.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, that's the plan, certainly. Not for the first 3 weekends of the year, certainly, but I have been toying with the idea. Stop me now before I do something stupid. Anyway, it's on to our next. So well done. That was our best photograph of the year. I think it's time to look at Team of the Year. Now, you sent in your nominations. So our nominations, once again, repeat visitors to the podium of awards. It's Pure Track Racing. So these are their 2 resplendent Clios now. That's a cracking photo because that sums up Anglesey in one picture. People, if you're watching, I know it's a bit far. Go race at Anglesey. Maybe order another set of tyres as well.
Worth it.
It is worth it. For those views, I mean, my God. Yeah. Area Motorsport, who I think in total, I think it was something like 893 podiums, 6,600 race wins, and about 20,000 championships they've won between them.
They've literally won everything.
They've literally entered every championship in the UK, in Europe, in the world, in space, space. They've gone to Mars, they've won there. Mercury, they've even treaded close to the sun and it overheated, funnily enough. There probably isn't a grid where you won't see the Area Motorsport team operating, but they are a slick operation. Rob Baker and his team are a superb team to watch. I actually stood back and watched them at a meeting I attended earlier this year, and it was, you almost sit back and marvel. But
credit where credit's due, isn't it? There's a reason they're so successful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And our third team of the year, as nominated, is Semprini Racing.
Oh.
Now we've got a lovely picture of the two KAs there. We are also missing the EP3 that was in the Save of the Year video, funnily enough. So Jeremy does know how to drive like he stole it, which is pretty good. You know, you've got to learn how to race an EP3, and I definitely think that going by Steph's certain recent performances in an EP3, the KA series is a good place to learn your racecraft.
It is. And I think for me as well, I like the way they go about things. You obviously have the junior car KAs,
yeah,
and then you got the, you know, obviously we're close with Jeremy, working with marketing, delivery, and things like that. But as a separate away from that and the team, I think they're all a top bunch of blokes really. So that's why I agree with that one, which is pretty good. Yeah,
absolutely. So yes, Stefan, would you like to announce Team of the Year, good sir? No, you don't.
Not really. I'm not the one with the notepad.
I thought we were taking it in terms to announce it, but
yeah, I thought we were taking it in turns. We all spoke about this before.
We should have planned that a bit. Okay, I'll announce Team of the Year. Hopefully, if you could pick up one who we chose as Driver of the Year, best looking grid, best series. Let's know. So the winner of Team of the Year is the one, the only Semprini Racing.
Right on, guys. They've been through a fair amount this year.
Well, that's the thing as well. On a personal note, I think we should dedicate that award to Phil, because at Cadwell Park this year, unfortunately, Phil learned what racing can do to the old ticker, and he had a bloody lucky escape. You know, look after your hearts, ladies and gents. And yes, so Semprini Racing are winners of Team of the Year, but you know, so many wonderful teams.
Phil once had been given the all clear, then came back, and I believe they got on the podium, didn't they? The weekend he came back.
Absolutely.
So, can't keep a good man down.
You can't. You absolutely can't.
There was also things like the juniors outdrove the adults at some point in the KA. So I just think, for me, the reason they got my vote is purely for the fact that they're a proper club racing team. Don't get me wrong. Like we said, Area, for instance, fantastic.
And to be fair, Area were winners last year. So
they were winners last year, but at the same time, you know, very, very. They're obviously at the taller end. They're knocking on the door of like TCR and things like that. So where we won't knock their success at all. Worthy runners up for sure, but then obviously pure track rise as well.
Jeremy Evans, enough already. Less about the perk. I think he's meant to say pesky kids.
The perk.
David Evans, well done, Semprini Racing. Callum Perfect, yes, come on, fantastic, well done, Jeremy.
Well done, guys.
Everyone involved at Semprini Racing. So that was team of the year.
Team of the year.
Team of the year.
Team of the year.
Now, I'm going to go with Driver of the Year as the last one to announce, because I think
I think so. That's a good
bit
shout.
of prestige in that. So the next award is the best looking grid.
Yes.
So basically, this is the award for the grid that makes your pants grow when you look at it.
Yes, exactly that. I must say, this did confuse me. It was a bit confusing because we obviously got best series or championship and then best looking grid. I mean, I might change that next year, because I was just like, shit, which one? So yeah, fantastic. But yeah, I think Rob has just described that brilliantly. The one that makes your genitals fizz the most.
Yeah. Go on.
Hello, it's 2022, Steph. You don't have to have.
Let's not get into that, for God's sake.
No, I'm just saying. You said that makes your plants grow. I'm just agreeing it's 2022, so that could be anybody.
Let's just knock it there, chaps. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying. It's true.
Right. Our nominations for Best Looking Grid of the Year. Race of Remembrance.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Because that was probably the biggest pleasure I had to commentate on doing that grid walk. Talking to Callum Lockie as well was actually a personal highlight because I used to watch him win the British GT Championship when I was a kid. So I did have a bit of a, oh my God, it's Callum Lockie moment when I was on the grid. However, it was also a race. Huh?
How does it go?
Oh my God, it's Callum Lockie. Anyway, so it was the race that no one wanted to win, in all honesty.
Yeah.
But that was the most eclectic mix of cars in many classes. Even the BMW 116 and C1 classes had a massive turnout. I think that was their biggest grid in history. And lots of people voted for this one for that particular reason. And a wonderful weekend put on by then. Our next contender is the Hyundai Coupe Cup for some Korean Cup action.
A firm favourite of ours.
A firm favourite of ours, some proper low budgets, one make racing on the BARC package. Magnifique, superb.
I mean, many cars. Like I said, it's always been on our radar. You've got multiple Mark Hyundai Coupe Cups, or Coupes.
Yeah.
And it's good to see them all fighting. You know, you've got 3 different marks of car.
Yeah.
Obviously all very different, and you know, for John Windsor and his team to manage to stabilize them all to have some 30 plus car grids racing around, they look cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
quite rightly, that's why they were in the top 3. So
fantastic. And the third nomination is the Modified Ford Series. Who I will
there's a
be
bit of a pattern going on there.
They have featured, I'm not going to lie to you, they have featured a lot tonight. But to be honest, the votes went in for them. It's a very, very popular series. It's a pleasure to be on the grid with them. And again, the Modified Ford Series have had some astounding grids this year. And next year, the grid's already looking very full on the intended list with a trip to Spa on the books as well. However, I won't be going to Spa. I want to.
You lame ass.
Mate,
like I say, I just want to reiterate that obviously you saying that about Modified Fords appearing again, the floor was open for everybody and anybody to vote. You know, we made it. It wasn't us, but we made it pretty clear that obviously it was open for as long as it was.
It is the people's choice.
It's the people's choice that got the top 3, and obviously we've spoken about them behind the scenes and chosen our favourites. But
fantastic. Well, it gives me enormous pleasure to actually announce then that actually no. Should we get Steph to announce it, Nick?
I think we should get Steph to announce it. He should announce something this evening. Hey, wait, come on, Steph.
You're trying to trust my memory, and my memory isn't that good when I'm a few beers down. So, well, you might as well just say it, Rob. You're going to mouth it out, but all right, we'll go for it. Well, congratulations. What we doing? Best looking grid.
Yes.
Yeah, the best looking grid is the Modified Fords.
Fantastic.
Well done,
guys. So the Modified Fords win the best looking grid.
To be fair, it's a very, very nice grid.
Wayne Rocket,
and when they're going around, it sounds amazing.
Absolutely. And then unfortunately my car has to rattle by, but Wayne Rocket's serial winner sometimes, surely us little coupes cannot compete anywhere close to those Fords. Such a horny. I have heard it called a horny grid before. It is just past 9 o'clock.
Still such a horny grid.
It is. We could get away with it.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair, Wayne. Your grid is awesomely cool as well. It was a tough choice, honestly. It really was.
Yeah.
If we were going on votes alone, if we were going on the people's votes, I'm not going to lie, Mod Fords blew it out of the water. But us as a threesome and choosing what we thought was the best looking grid, as you've just agreed there, Wayne. I mean, there's a bit of everything for everybody there, isn't there?
Absolutely. So that's the best.
Well done, Modified Fords.
Now I will make a short announcement about the next one because I've actually abstained from the next one purely because, as a lot of people will know, one of the people. Oh, don't make that noise!
Stop sitting on the fence, Rob.
I'm sitting on the fence because I'm trying to make Club Racing UK look more professional. However, because I do technically work
You're trying that.
Well, there are many things that can be said. However, I do work for one of the nominations that was quite popular, so it was only right that when the discussion was held about the winner of this category, I stayed out of it for simplicity, for fairness.
Well, you say it like that. In fact, we just left you out of it. There was no point talking to you.
No,
So
that's fair enough.
you can get rid of him, can't you? Can you just click him off for a minute? You could do. We're not that mean.
Well, you know.
Obviously.
Go on.
No. So yeah, I mean, obviously for whatever, for professionalism reasons, as you put it, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah. With one of the nominations in amongst all of this.
So it's kind of obvious that the first nomination is the C1 Racing Club.
Absolutely.
So with record grids this year, as seen in the latest issues of Autosport, they've had a mega year. The series just keeps growing.
Yeah.
They're implementing more and more things to make the racing fairer, keeping everything close, tight knit. You know, and I'll say this with a completely biased opinion, having worked with the team behind the scenes and knowing what goes on and how it's all done, that it is so professionally run by Robin and Tom and the team there. Even before I managed to jump on as pit lane commentator from the 24-hour race onwards this year. So,
well, the thing is, I just want to echo that. Obviously, we knew their status. We knew where. Obviously, we knew of Robin and Tom and everyone like that before we did the 24-hour race. Obviously, me and Steph coming from One Make Racing, there was always that. Which one's best, blah, 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 blah. But then obviously we were given the opportunity to go and do the 24-hour race with Team Morwin. Yeah. And to be honest, seeing it firsthand and being, racing there ourselves. Yeah, I totally echo what you're saying. There is a reason it's so popular. There is a reason they're doing so well. And it is so brilliantly run. For the record, I'm not being paid by anybody here to say this. It's just top draw. Great racing, and the 24 hours are just an amazing experience for myself. I'm pretty sure Steph echoes that.
Yeah.
So there is a reason again that this one is in the top 3 of best series or championship of the year.
Our next one is one with the most fanciest title, I think, the Swinging 60s series by the CSCC, and it's a testament that cars of that era can still go out and produce action-packed, fun, and affordable racing for cars of the 1960s era. Some immaculate cars.
Cracking looking grid, that.
Yeah.
Again, it's no secret CSCC do a bloody great job of what they're doing as well, and they've got some fantastic looking grids. So it's hard to pick one of their grids that looks good. But obviously, Swinging 60s, there is some amazing cars in that.
Absolutely. And again, kind of, I would say that's our first sort of real historic nomination of the night. We could call the 1960s is a fair amount of. It's 60 years away.
You'll start aging people. People will start getting angry. Oh, that's
quite scary. And the final, I don't need to say too much about this. The final nominee for the best series / championship is the Modified 4 series. Now, before you two say anything, I am in this picture.
Oh, yeah?
I am. I'm in the pit lane, getting ready to start from the pit lane.
But you're not in that picture, then, are you, you knob?
I am. I'm just like to the left and farther over the circuit somewhere.
Okay,
that was very small when I started from the pit lane.
Rob, can you bring up the Swinging 60s photo again? No, bring up the Swinging 60s photo. I'm in that photo.
Where are you?
About 140 miles away, down in Eastleigh. Cock.
Good point. Well taken. I'll go with that. The one thing I did notice when I was putting this photo up, can you remember how dusty everything it was back then?
Oh, it was so bad.
I know. And then they had a hosepipe ban, and about a week or so ago, it was.
We had a summer, didn't we?
Oh, hell yeah.
I've never seen it so cold. -6.5, and then within 2 days later, I had 12 degrees. It's like,
make your mind up. So yeah. So it goes without saying, Nick, to announce this one, the winner of the best series / championship.
Yeah, best series championship of the year is the C1 Racing Club.
Well done, guys.
Well done, guys. Well done, everyone involved.
Superb effort there.
As chosen by not Rob.
As chosen by not me, and chosen by several people in the.
Again, if we went on the people's votes again, which I think, to be honest, I think we might do that next year. We don't want to get involved anymore. I've had enough of this. Again, the C1s, it was literally every other comment, every other like, share, etc. was C1. So again, it was hugely popular.
Fantastic, guys. Well, we've got one more award left, which is Driver of the Year, and then we've got to end it a bit of an announcement and a bit of an announcement at that. But Driver of the Year. So we had quite a few nominees for that. And
we did.
So the 3 nominees we had for that are very, 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 very deserving winners. So this was the most difficult.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest,
this has been a tough one.
Probably could have had, instead of 3 to choose from, about 10, because it was quite close as well.
Yeah, that's this. This what's different. This and Team of the Year have been headaches.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not in a bad way. It's been an absolute privilege to be able to look through these people, see how their years have been. You know, seeing what other people have been saying about these drivers as well. Because don't forget, there's obviously where people have been voting for their, or nominating people. Some of the comments have been, lovely. Have been brilliant to see people getting behind particular drivers and things that have happened throughout the year for these people. So yeah, it's really good to see the love involved in Club Motorsport. So it's great.
Absolutely. So our first nominee is Lee Bull, who drives this lovely Wheatley Motorsports prepared Track Attack Racing 206. So there's Lee Bull there. And I've got to say that series is going to be one to look out for in the next few years because of the budget constraints. I think that's going to be one that rises sharply.
We've said it before, and not as much of late, but it's probably still the cheapest racing car. One of the cheapest racing cars you can build. Paul Rice and his team and everyone like that. It's when we had him with us at Autosport before the dreaded C word became a thing. Honestly, one of the cheapest race cars out there that you can build and go, and it's a proper little hot hatch. So.
Absolutely.
I don't know, they're just a little bit underrated, aren't they, the old Peugeot 206?
They are, and Lee Bull has driven his in particular to some fantastic results this year.
Absolutely.
So again, a well-deserved podium place finisher. Will he win it this year? Will he win Driver of the Year? Let's go to our second one, and we've covered the team he drives for quite a bit, especially in Team of the Year, and it's Luke Handley. We've actually had him on the show, so
we have.
So here he is having dinner very high somewhere with some houses in the background, looking very dapper. And here he is cornering at Croft in his Volkswagen Golf Mark 7 prepared by Area Motorsport. So you will have seen him on the 750 Motor Club in the likes of Club Enduro and Road Sports and places like that.
That's a good-looking racing.
It is a very good-looking racing car. It's probably
I'm not a hot hatch fan, but that is a good-looking racing car.
I'm an old-school hot hatch fan, but if I was to buy a newer generation race car, I would buy that because it just looks.
Yeah. They're pretty handy, these Golfs, aren't they?
Absolutely. The only downside is it does sound like you are having a Turn 7 Save of the Year moment when you change gear. That's the only downside. But Luke has had some fantastic results again. He's won the championship. He's just been up there.
Cracker driver. No, you'd say top bloke actually. He was on the show earlier on this year. So
yeah, absolutely. We've really saved the sex appeal till last, and we know that Team Hatfield Racing are watching out there. Our final nomination for Driver of the Year is this man, Kevin Hatfield. On his way, again, it's a modified Ford Series nomination, but on his way to the title in Class C and the overall title for the most wins, as series can do.
Good to see you crop the picture, Rob.
Absolutely. So I've clearly, when I cropped the picture earlier, I still kept the old one up there. So apologies.
Yeah,
for
why
that.
not? So for the record, everyone, when we were like doing a little dry run before the show, he put that picture up and I went, "You should probably crop that picture, Rob." Okay, I'll go with that. And he did that, and
left it on there.
And then left it on there.
Epic.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, three very worthy drivers there. Like I say, it was a tough one. As I say, we could have had a top 10, and we've had it with previous years where it's genuinely stressed us out a little bit with so many good people up there for driver of the year, team of the year, and all the nominations really.
Absolutely.
But obviously, driver's the one that everyone wants, isn't it? The best driver and team, I think, for me, and series championship as well. But.
Absolutely. So, yeah, and again, this was one of those where we could not pick a winner.
It was tough.
It was tough. However, I have got it written down. I've made sure of that. I have got it written down, and I can reveal that.
Steph, have you got it written down?
Have you got it written down, Steph? No, he's not got it written down. Nick, have you got it written down?
I have got it written down in my notebook.
Ooh.
Notebook.
Everyone loves a notebook.
Is that his sponsored notebook from the finance company?
No. I'm trying, but
you're still trying.
Still trying.
That is a very nice notebook, actually. To be fair,
I've got pens as well.
Oh, fantastic! You've gone up in the world from a pencil.
That is sponsorship right there, Nick.
That is.
I'll have a word.
Absolutely. I can reveal exclusively that our Club Racing UK
drum roll, please.
2023 Club Racing Driver of the Year is Luke Handley.
Hey.
Well done, Luke.
Well done. But I mean, Kev Hatfield legal.
That was a tough one.
That was a very tough one. We had to build on the fact that he's done multiple races, won championships, and has just been up there consistently.
Yeah.
What a driver.
And again, another one with lots of very nice comments, some very good statistics as well. I should have written down the statistics as well, but again,
it was probably about 8,000 podiums, 9,000 race wins. He's been to Mars, he's been to Mercury, he's been to the Sun, got hot and came back. But
to be fair, if anyone from area are watching, can you please let us know if you have actually raced on a different planet? Because I think that's a bit of a tall order there, Rob.
Well, I mean, Elon Musk is doing his best.
I'm more actually exaggerating.
The missus has come on. Please don't give him a big head. Too late.
He's going to get another trophy and everything.
Absolutely. So he is getting...
And we all know it's the trophy to have, isn't it? If it comes from Club Racing UK, we all know it's...
Jeremy Evans...
The ultimate.
Jeremy Evans also says, well done, everyone. Big thanks to the organisers, marshals, and medics.
The thing is, we are going to be... we want to do a big thanks at the end of this year ones anyway, but obviously we did the Unsung Hero of the Year last year, and to be honest...
It was going to be the marshals.
It was always going to be the marshals organisers and and the recovery guys. It's just that one would always be those guys. So
yeah, absolutely. Although Sarah Dennis does comment and say we should do a Marshall Award for Marshal of the Year. Yeah, it's very true.
To be fair, I'll give a shout out to Downforce Radio. They've got their awards going as well at the moment. It seems everybody does awards this time of year. I know, right?
I know. It's almost as if it's coming to the end of the year.
I know, right?
It's like it's a thing.
Yeah. The thing. So for me, I don't know actually, because it kind of doesn't make sense. But yeah, to do like a Marshal of the Year award that'd be really tough. Like,
absolutely,
they're all amazing. They're all fantastic.
Definitely.
At least with drivers, you can like offer them up about who's got most shiny trophies and stuff.
Absolutely. I'm a bit worried about you, Nick.
Why?
You look cold.
You look cold.
You do look very cold. You could do with getting yourself one of these. Well done, Rob. Hold on. Keep the picture. Keep the picture. Keep the picture up. Keep the picture up. Keep the picture up. Keep the picture up.
Oh, that didn't look too obvious, did it?
Wow. No. You good?
You mean one of these?
Yeah, one of those.
Cool. So there we go. Get yourself onto the Club Racing UK website and order yourself a nice bobble hat. You have also got some lovely T-shirts on there, like.
Can I just say,
What?
it's incredibly warm. With the -6.5 we had the other day, this thing saved my life.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
It was that cold at work. I had a snood on. Steph found me with my eyebrows frozen.
That's the only hair he had left.
Honestly,
and it was frozen.
My eyebrows and eyelashes are frozen.
Sod that. We're not Eskimos. Right, we've also got up on the website now. We've got Taxi to the Apex T-shirts. Probably a bit too late for Christmas as it is Sunday, but if you want to give someone, that lovely welcome to 2023 present, there we go. There, we've also got Send It and Track Limits. You say, courtesy of the club. So if you want to wear that T-shirt while visiting the clerk's office and leave the chairs alone.
There's no need for violence. Just slap that T-shirt on and walk in there with that face.
Yeah,
you'll be let off. No worries.
Yeah. Perfection. Right.
We should just say, head to the website. We are going to be doing more run of like special edition tees and things like that next year.
Yeah.
The T-shirts have gone down really well. But yeah, so we'll be doing like little special runs of certain tees and things like that. But just obviously, yes, it's leading up to Christmas, and yes, we're going to push the merch a little bit. But for the record, you don't have to wait for the baby Jesus to buy these gifts. You can buy people gifts whenever you want.
Definitely.
So if you fancy one in January, just do a buy. If you fancy one in February, do a buy. In January, obviously, all the sales happen. We won't be doing a sale. Just do a buy. It's always available.
I think what Nick is trying to say there is just do a buy.
Do a buy.
Just do a buy. www.ClubRacingUK.co.uk. Click on the merch.
But as Rob said, there's no way now we can get it out for Christmas. But our turnaround has been pretty fast. So obviously over the festive period, it may slow down a little. But
we got strikes this weekend. This weekend, Friday.
Luckily, we don't use the Royal Mail, so we're right.
Yeah. So yes, right. Is that everything from the
obviously,
chaps?
We should just say, obviously, the merch looks great, but it also helps us make the club as amazing as it is. So we can keep doing really cool things for the club and things like that. So please buy some stuff.
That's one way. That's one way.
There's also stickers. There's stickers and all sorts of things on there. So
absolutely.
The stickers are proven horsepower increases. So if you're looking to go faster next year as well.
Yes, well, they are proven, aren't they, to increase horsepower?
It's proven,
of course.
It is absolutely proven.
Absolutely.
We've had them dynoed. Cars without them. Slow.
No, they just sap power. It's it's like a Ford leaking coolant. It just happens. Right.
You could patch up that coolant leak with a
few stickers. I do plan to do that. Right, yes. I've got a bit of an announcement to.
Hang on, before you get to that, Rob.
Hold on, let's do the ambassador program first.
Yeah.
I know which we.
I thought it was.
You can go last.
Oh, I can go last. Okay.
Yeah. Turf you at the back.
Yeah.
Your announcement.
So we're going to ambassador program now.
Yeah, go on. You do ambassador program.
Yes.
Cool. So ambassador programs, again, we've already said before, but it's now live. It will close the end of January, so get your emails in and etc. in as soon as you can. Once again, the ambassador program for 2023 will be taking 3 ambassadors with us. We're going to be doing the free track day, end of Feb, start of March, somewhere around then. It's not confirmed yet, but obviously it will happen. Get some testing and all that kind of stuff. Have a good time, meet all the partners, which will be sponsors this year, and just have a right laugh. Obviously, you'll be invited to race alongside us at the Burkett Relay Race.
Yeah.
Again, that's all free of charge. Again, we'll just have a nice riot like we did this year. We'll follow you throughout the year, helping with your social media, helping with your exposure. Obviously, all our sponsors partners, which will be sponsors, will be providing you with all their stuff and help and assistance and stuff like that. So if you want to be a part, or you want to be you want to apply to the ambassador program, head to the website. There's an ambassador section. All you need to do is become a member of Club Racing UK, just to show that your commitment to us. And obviously we can commit back to you. And then there's a little email address underneath. I think it's crukambas@outlook.com. A short bio about yourself. We're not looking for race winners. We're not looking for heroes. We're not looking for, who's got the best car. None of that. You just got to have a passion for motorsport. Obviously, you need a race license. You need a race car. Otherwise, you can't really follow you do a lot. But you just need a passion for motorsport. Tell us a bit about yourself, and we'll get back to you at the end of January when it closes.
There we
Absolutely.
go. So that's the ambassador program. Get yourselves involved, boys and girls.
Get yourselves involved.
Absolutely. Right. Is that everything, Steph?
No. Moving on to the YouTube channel. So, tomorrow night, the next YouTube video, make sure if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button now. Hit that thumbs up. I cannot express how much YouTube is a pain in the ass to beat algorithms and share to the world, but the thumbs up and the subscribe button, just hitting that just makes a massive difference. But anyway, so tomorrow night is when I was out with Justin Roberts in his Civic at Donington Park, the first outing, the first time I've ever been in a EP3. So that video will be going live tomorrow night. So check that out. It's a good video, good fun video. The following week will be our Burkett Relay Race video, vlog of the weekend, what we got up to and all the rest of it. The week after that, we'll be back in the EP3 with Justin Roberts at Brands Hatch, where we managed to win. So check that one out. And then after that, there may be a slight gap. We'll see how it goes, but there'll be some big announcements coming on the YouTube channel. They'll be going straight to the YouTube channel. We'll promote that they're going on there, but there'll be nothing to tell you what it is. So you need to go to the YouTube channel to check out some big news going to happen. So make sure you check that one out.
It's going to be good.
You're done. Right, so
we should go back to the comments.
Oh yeah, let's get the comments up.
That is a very good point. Actually, from Jeremy, it did go quite quiet, but we've still got the viewers here. But Carl Parton, we need the Orange Army merch back. That's a good point. It's one of my favourite shirts. Matt Cleary, New Year resolution, guys. I'm still doing the stuff from 3 years ago, so I'm not making it new. I don't do New Year resolutions.
That's a waste of time.
No.
Absolutely.
Oh, have we got an update on the food?
Live hard, drive fast.
Have we got an update on the food?
Oh, the food. Sorry, hang on. To be fair, I think everyone's been so engaged in watching the podcast, they didn't want to turn off to go and put their food on Facebook. But hang on. Let me just refresh the page. Here we go.
If not, we'll do a little announcement.
We've got two applicants, entries. So we've got Tony Perfect. He has got a pizza and chips. I would say it looks like a what are we going for? There's pepperoni, bit of bacon, some peppers, cheese, bit of ham, maybe with some chips.
Oh, I'm not
sure
announcing if there's any two.
I'm not sure what the lettuce is on the side. That's a bit odd. No way you have lettuce with pizza and chips, but I suppose you've got to have your greens in there. And then from Sarah Dennis, she's got the Haribo Super Mix. And is that a glass of wine or a glass of water? I'm not sure, but one of them. But I'm not sure that's a meal, but it looks very nice. So that's what you got.
So no tacos, no pizza.
There's no tacos. Well, there's pizza. There's no tacos.
There's
no
pizza. It's okay. It's okay. We'll
Oh, disappointing after such a good conversation started.
I know.
Because everyone's watching the show now. They don't want to turn it off.
Well, right. We'll let them off.
We'll let them off. Right. Okay. So.
Right. Go on, Rob.
Right.
We'll let you have your bit.
Well, I just look.
Well, that sorted that one out, didn't it?
That's sorted that. That was easy enough, wasn't it?
I'm only joking, Rob. Only joking.
Show what you really mean. But I actually wanted to be really, really nice and mushy and thank you to, because this is my last show. And so for 3 years, we've done this Club Racing UK podcast, and we started out in lockdown. I mean, it's not going anywhere. You two are carrying on with it.
Yeah, we are.
But unfortunately, I've got some serious new commitments next year, including a brand new job in a new industry with someone quite familiar, which I'll announce in due course. But unfortunately, because of everything I'm now doing going into next year, I'm going to be a very, very busy human being. And the podcast does take up a lot of my time, especially on the research and everything leading up to it. So unfortunately, I can't commit to hosting it anymore.
No, he's
It's the same with Club Racing UK as well. But, you know, you guys have built a magnificent brand. You're celebrating something that the three of us absolutely love and fucking adore.
Mm-hmm.
I will still be around, and we haven't fallen out or anything. We're all still mates.
100%.
I was going to say nothing bad's happened. I just can't.
No.
And everyone knows I'm an emotional motherfucker, so I wanted to thank you two publicly for the help over the past 3 years. I wanted to thank Ian Waterhouse for getting it started, because genuinely, realistically, if it wasn't free, and we wouldn't be here. It was a chance conversation on the second week of lockdown. And
yeah, something we discussed, wasn't it? All back in Autosport back in 20.
Yeah, it was a weird idea. You guys were sat down, and I had this magnificent. I was like, guys, we need to do a podcast, and you were like, "What's a podcast?" And then we ran with it. And
I knew what a podcast was, but yeah,
but we didn't know. We didn't have a clue. And the first year and a half, Ian and his team at My Supercar and Live Sport now as they're known, have got us going, and it's built up quite a following within the Club Racing UK community. And thank you to everyone watching at home and listening.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, I will still listen in where I can.
Oh God, Rob, you ain't gonna be that fucking busy. Jesus Christ.
Well, I could be. I've got lots on.
Bloody hell.
But genuinely, thank you to you both, and thank you to everyone listening.
No, it's been a pleasure having you as our host, dude.
Duncan Harris, does that mean that Steph has to talk more?
Unfortunately, yeah.
It does. But to be fair, it's one of the things we did. We obviously, Rob, you are very knowledgeable in what you do. It's the reason this works so well, really. But it's fine. It just means we just have to up our game and do some more homework ourselves. So, no, it's been a pleasure. It's been great. This is a great outlet.
Have to get used to my drony voice.
Yeah, if anyone can help with Steph's monotone voice, it'll be
absolutely. And who knows, if I could jump on as a guest and cause havoc, let me know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cool. We'll definitely have you back on. I mean, I just want to say as well, just obviously, yeah, it was a bit of a shock when you said it. It's cut deep a little bit, but we know obviously your life has snowballed massively in the latter part of this year. Obviously with the new career opportunities that came about when you're obviously doing the 24-hour race. You know, it's amazing how life works out. All these opportunities have come about, probably not something you saw yourself doing at the beginning of the year. And I think personally, I think everybody agrees with me, you've definitely found your calling in life. Everyone knows if you cut you in half, you'd have club racing, you know, history and everything else in the middle of you. So I wish you all the best in your new venture. Definitely, it'd be good for you, mate. It'd be really good.
Absolutely.
Just don't be a fucking stranger.
I won't be.
I'll still be calling you up saying, "Who's this person? I don't know who this is."
Well, the funny thing is, Nick, we talk every day, don't we? Away from all of this, we talk every day.
Yeah.
Steph, we don't talk as much, but we will do. I'll just keep hassling him with Fords and banter and shit like that. And but yeah, it's the new day job is something that's exciting and something that I kind of had to do for my body and my mind. And you know, I have a very physical job, and obviously, what happened at the end of last year, it makes you think about certain things. And luckily enough, I've been given an opportunity. The commentary as well, C1 Racing Club. I'm going over to Ireland to commentate there by the looks of it. You know, I think there's about 15 weekends there that I'm going to be commentating potentially, or in the pit lane, or doing. So, yeah, it's been a pleasure, chaps, and I will be back. I will not be missing from the paddock, and we need to get that track day booked so we can get the cars out together.
Yeah, I'm still going to beat you on track in the Vauxhall.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, you've got to get the car working first.
Yeah,
get the car working. Get the car working.
That'd be good.
Get the car working.
But yeah,
have some fun.
So obviously, going forwards, we'll be turfing him out. And gone. And we'll be coming back next year with a new look to the show.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I love it. No, like I say, the show's great. We'll still be carrying along the show. Might not look like this, but we'll see how it all goes.
And,
good.
We've got some big plans for next year. Obviously,
Yeah,
not
we've
announced
got
quite yet. We've still got quite a few things to sort out. But as I said, keep an eye on the YouTube channel. There's some big stuff going on there soon. The rest of the plans we'll announce as and when we can. But 23 is looking to be a good fun year. So
it's
everyone just join us for the ride and let's have some fun.
I look forward to watching it, chaps. I'll tell you what, genuinely.
Devil horns and race cars. It's going to have some fun.
Devil horns and race cars. Well, gents, thank you to all the good luck messages. I won't read through them for obvious reasons, but on that bombshell, good night.
On that bombshell, good night.
Good night, everyone, and have a very good Christmas.
Yes, have a Merry Christmas, everyone.